If there is ever a type of bike that I don't see very often, it is this. Now you're probably thinking, Mike, there's a ton of foldable fat bikes out there, so what the heck are you talking about? Yes, that's true, but most folding fat bikes have knobby all-terrain tires. This one has smooth commuter tires. Now you take those tires, add a cool sidewall, and then slap them on some BMX style rims, and you've got one cool looking bike. Now this is Emerald's first e-bike, and it's interesting to see where they put their focus. For example, some brands are all about power, so they'll dump their resources into a huge motor for a high fast speed. Others are about comfort, and most are a mix of both. So for Emerald's first e-bike, which direction did they go? Well, if you take a look on their site, they've got all the premium brands. We're talking Samsung, Shimano, Promax, Compass, and Welgo, just to name a few. And with those main brands, the funds tend to dry up pretty fast. Well, they do if you buy the top of the line, and I don't think these guys did that. Well, they've got very nice feeling leather grips, higher end brake levers, and a nice LCD screen. But then there's a standard SIS index Shimano shifter, a cheap feeling throttle, and a decent saddle. So it looks like they saved some resources for, say, power. But with the top speed of 21 for pedal assist and 22 for throttle, a very slow acceleration which is comparable to a single motor scooter, and not enough torque to climb a 26% grade hill, I'm thinking they didn't go the power route. So that leaves only one option to dump their resources into, and that's range. This has got to have a killer range, but it doesn't. It's pretty much average. My app recorded 15.17 miles with 1,102 feet of elevation gain, and my average speed was 20 miles per hour, which is a pretty average range, nothing too special about that. Now you do have some hydraulic brakes, which do cost more than your standard disc brakes, but they aren't the nicest. They've got decent stopping power, but the front brake, especially when you're going slow, is quite loud. Now with all that being said, I went back and looked at the other three brands that are similar in price and design, and found out that the Emerald scored close to the top as far as performance. In fact, it had the fastest speed, tied for the second fastest acceleration, had similar hill climbing ability, and was right on par for range. So it looks like they divided the funds out to compete with the competition. Here's a little for comforts, a little for power, and a little for looks. Nothing too fancy dancy, it's just a well-rounded bike. I think what throws me with this bike is that it looks powerful and fast. And so when I hop on, that's what I expect. But what it really is a slow and easygoing commuter. And I just need to accept that. Now I'm curious to find out what you guys thought of the bike. So let me know in the comments. Also, if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them there as well. As always, thanks for watching and take care.